Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. So gold market right now looks much more interesting rather than the forex market and euro currency in particular, because right from the daily chart it already gives you the potential patterns that might be possible to trade in the nearest time. So yesterday we've got another spike on the gold market to the upside. It was not really too high, but still it slightly breaks the idea of the hand-shoulders pattern that we discussed. But probably this was due to the escalation on the India-Pakistan border. Whatever it was, currently market is taking a different shape, and we need to see what will happen, particularly speaking with this grabber that we have from the daily. From some fundamental background currently in the short term, we do not have some significant reasons to suggest a big drop in gold. The only possible event that could happen today, tomorrow, for example, this is the Fed statement. If it will not be as dovish as market expects, theoretically we could start getting some downside reaction on the gold market. Because as we said, fundamentally, in a midterm perspective until the end of the year, gold market has reached really important local targets around 3,500. And it's definitely has completed some fundamental background, has worked out completed the drivers that have pushed it higher. For the next upward breakout, it needs new big drivers that currently we do not see yet. And from that standpoint of view, in the longer term, within a few months, deep retracement on the gold looks absolutely normal. But in the shorter term, this week, difficult to say. It's maybe only the Fed has some more hawkish position on rates. It might trigger the pullback. Whatever it will be, the technical background exists, and from technical point of view, we need to see today price close in this session and see whether we will get the grabber or not. It's important, and just because if grabber will be formed, potentially it has target right below these lows. It means that we could get deep downside action. And what the reasons will be, currently we do not know. So that's what about the daily chart. On the lower time frames, there are also some interesting patterns. First of all, on the 4 time frame chart. Here we have the opposite situation. We have great thrust. Yesterday I already talked about this. And take a look. Here's break ground for a possible bread and butter trade actually is ready. So bread and butter suggests at least slightly higher retracement here. This is purely only for intraday trading. But at the same time, we do not know what will happen. Maybe this particular bread and butter will destroy the daily grabber. It's also possible. And here I would be watching for minor grabber that might be formed on the 4 time frame chart. If we will get it, that might be great background to consider long entry with this setup. So here's the pattern that I think that we could keep an eye on. Because on the hourly chart, if we take a look at it, theoretically it might be kind of the consolidation, some kind of the triangle consolidation that could answer on all questions. For example, let's consider that market will show minor retracement down from the bullish grabber, and then we will get this upside retracement with bread and butter trade that we have on the 4 time frame chart. So this will be minimum target somewhere around 34.10 area. So in this case, the triangle will take this shape, so it will be slightly more reasonable. It's not as steep. So that's how the potential bread and butter might be over. But then here on the hourly chart, it's very important to see what will happen if market will keep the shape of the triangle here and will not break down after that. That will be clear sign for a possible upward continuation, because after the rally, appearing of the triangle, it doesn't correspond to the idea of the bearish grabber on the daily, and triangle in the 99% is a continuation pattern, especially when it forms above the already broken, in fact, 618 resistance level. So that and towards what I see important on gold market. If triangle will not hold, completed bread and butter, then market will just drop out of it. That will be in favor of the bearish grabber on the daily chart. And in this case, the chances to get good bearish context for a few sessions, it might be really, will get a high probability. So as a bottom line, a few things. First, we are watching for grabber on the 4-time frame chart. If it will be formed here, we could use it for possible taking scalp long entry on the hourly chart with a possible kind of this type of action. So once this target will be completed, you could decide what to do with the position. You could close it partially or totally, you could keep it with the break-even stops, it doesn't matter. What is matter is that keep watching for a shape. Keeping the triangle suggests bullish continuation. Breakout after bread and butter completion, it might be the sign of the weakness, and in this case daily grabber probably will be formed, and we could get deeper downside performance. So that's our plan for gold right now.